Hello. Oh, this. Yes, it does look a bit strange, doesn't it? You're probably wondering why is there someone sitting around in the library with a microphone, looking like they're waiting for someone. Well, I'm actually doing some sociology coursework. We were asked to do a social experiment using AI, so I thought I would find the most bizarre questions according to ChatGPT and ask them to like anyone who walked in the library. So you're actually my first candidate, so would it be okay to take a few minutes of your time and ask you some questions? Yeah? Okay. Well, don't worry, it's going to be completely anonymous. So, let's begin. If you could eat only one colour of food for the rest of your life, which colour would it be? Yes, just take your time. I know they're a bit strange, these questions. What was that? Okay, yeah. Yes, I agree with you, I think that you would actually have quite a big range of food to eat if you chose that colour. Okay, number 2. Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs, or legs as short as your fingers? Okay. Very interesting. Okay, number 3. If you could swap lives with any animal for a day, which animal would you choose and why? Okay. And why? Right, okay. Fascinating. Okay, number 4. What would you do if you woke up one morning and found out you were the last person on Earth? Okay. These questions are a bit difficult, aren't they? Yeah. Some of them are. The rest of them are a bit more fun though. Okay, number 5. If you were a vegetable, which one would you choose and why? Yeah, I've never really thought about that myself. Just take your time. Okay. Yeah, they are quite tasty, aren't they? Okay, next one. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Yeah. It might be quite dangerous, right? Number 7. If you could communicate using only sound effects for a day, what would your day sound like? Yeah, I think that might be a little bit annoying, but quite fun, yeah. Okay, so number 8. If you could make one law that everyone had to follow, what would it be? Yeah, I think it's a good question, that one. Really makes you think, yeah. Yeah? Yeah, very good in terms of morality, that question. No, it's not really bizarre, is it? But it does make you think. Okay, number 9. What would you do if you found a penguin in your freezer? Yeah, sure, of course I can repeat that. What would you do if you found a penguin in your freezer? Okay. Yeah, and yeah, okay. Number 10. If you could have any superpower, but it could only be mildly inconvenient, what would it be? Yeah, me too. I think that would be a really good superpower to have. If it were mildly inconvenient, though, it might be a bit annoying. Yeah. Okay, number 11. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what song would it be? Yeah, that's a really good song. I think I would choose the same song. Number 12. If you could have any fictional character as your imaginary friend, who would it be? Okay. Not familiar with that character. Who are they? Ah, okay, right, yeah. Okay, yeah. Number 13. Would you rather sneeze confetti or have every step you take make a different animal noise? Might be the more fun out of the two as well. Okay. Number 14. If animals could talk, which one do you think would be the rudest? Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. They would be quite rude. Okay, number 15. If you could have any celebrity be your personal assistant for a week, who would it be and why? I'm sorry, who? Okay, yeah. Because... Oh. Okay, yeah. And number 16. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere, but only while singing the national anthem, or be able to fly, but only backwards? Yeah, I think that question's a bit funny, isn't it? It's a bit strange. Good question though. Number 17. If you could eliminate one smell from the world forever, what would it be? Yeah, I agree with you there. That would be one thing that's really good to get rid of. Number 18. What would you do if you found a portal to an alternate universe in your backyard? Good idea. And yeah, okay. Number 19. If you could be any household item, what would you choose and why? Yeah, I don't think I've ever had to think of that question either, or that answer to that question. Right, yeah. Yeah, very bizarre, that question, isn't it? And number 20. If you were a flavour of ice cream, what flavour would you be, and who would be your perfect sundae topping? It's a bit cheeky, that question, isn't it? Yeah. And who would be your favourite sundae topping? Right, okay. Okay. So, those were the questions, the most bizarre questions according to ChatGPT. I do just have a few more questions for you though. Do you think the questions were bizarre? Yeah. Okay. And which question do you think was the most bizarre? Okay, well, thank you very much for answering the most bizarre questions according to ChatGPT. It's been a pleasure interviewing you. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to set out the results or anything. I might do a graph or something, and then I do have to write an essay about it, so that could be quite interesting. But anyway, I hope that you have a good rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you around campus sometime. Bye for now. Hello. Oh, this. Yes, it does look a bit strange, doesn't it? You're probably wondering, why is there someone sitting around in the library with a microphone, looking like they're waiting for someone. Well, I'm actually doing some sociology coursework. We were asked to do a social experiment using AI, so I thought I would find the most bizarre questions according to ChatGPT and ask them to anyone who walked in the library. So you're actually my first candidate, so would it be okay to take a few minutes of your time and ask you some questions? Yep? Okay. Well, don't worry, it's going to be completely anonymous. So, let's begin. If you could eat only one colour of food for the rest of your life, which colour would it be? Yes, just take your time. I know they're a bit strange, these questions. What was that? Okay, yeah. Yes, I agree with you, I think that you would actually have quite a big range of food to eat if you chose that colour. Okay, number 2. Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs, or legs as short as your fingers? Okay. Very interesting. Okay, number 3. If you could swap lives with any animal for a day, which animal would you choose and why? Okay. And why? Right, okay. Yep. Fascinating. Okay, number 4. What would you do if you woke up one morning and found out you were the last person on Earth? Okay. These questions are a bit difficult, aren't they? Some of them are. The rest of them are a bit more fun though. Okay, number 5. If you were a vegetable, which one would you choose and why? Yeah, I've never really thought about that myself. Just take your time. Okay. Yeah, they are quite tasty, aren't they? Okay, next one. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Yeah. It might be quite dangerous, right? Number 7. If you could communicate using only sound effects for a day, what would your day sound like? Yeah, I think that might be a little bit annoying, but quite fun, yeah. Okay, so number 8. If you could make one law that everyone had to follow, what would it be? Yeah, I think it's a good question, that one. Really makes you think, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very good in terms of morality, that question. No, it's not really bizarre, is it? But it does make you think. Okay, number 9. What would you do if you found a penguin in your freezer? Yeah, sure, of course I can repeat that. What would you do if you found a penguin in your freezer? Okay. Yeah, and yeah, okay. Number 10. If you could have any superpower, but it could only be mildly inconvenient, what would it be? Yeah, me too. I think that would be a really good superpower to have. If it were mildly inconvenient, though, it might be a bit annoying. Yeah. Okay, number 11. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what song would it be? Yeah, that's a really good song. I think I would choose the same song. Number 12. If you could have any fictional character as your imaginary friend, who would it be? Okay. Not familiar with that character. Who are they? Ah, okay, right, yeah. Okay, yeah. Number 13. Would you rather sneeze confetti or have every step you take make a different animal noise? Might be the more fun out of the two as well. Okay. Number 14. If animals could talk, which one do you think would be the rudest? Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. They would be quite rude. Okay, number 15. If you could have any celebrity be your personal assistant for a week, who would it be and why? I'm sorry, who? Okay, yeah. Because... Oh. Okay, yeah. And number 16. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere, but only while singing the national anthem, or be able to fly, but only backwards? Yeah, I think that question's a bit funny, isn't it? It's a bit strange. Good question, though. Number 17. If you could eliminate one smell from the world forever, what would it be? Yeah, I agree with you there. That will be one thing that's really good to get rid of. Number 18. What would you do if you found a portal to an alternate universe in your backyard? Good idea. And yeah, okay. Number 19. If you could be any household item, what would you choose and why? Yeah, I don't think I've ever had to think of that question either, or that answer to that question. Right, yeah. Yeah, very bizarre, that question, isn't it? And number 20. If you were a flavour of ice cream, what flavour would you be, and who would be your perfect sundae topping? It's a bit cheeky, that question, isn't it? Yeah. And who would be your favourite sundae topping? Right, okay. Okay. So, those were the questions, the most bizarre questions according to ChatGPT. I do just have a few more questions for you though. Do you think the questions were bizarre? Yeah. Okay. And which question do you think was the most bizarre? Okay, well, thank you very much for answering the most bizarre questions according to ChatGPT. It's been a pleasure interviewing you. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to set out the results or anything. I might do a graph or something. And then I do have to write an essay about it, so that could be quite interesting. But anyway, I hope that you have a good rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you around campus sometime. Bye for now.